Hi, hello, hi. This video is about what I think you should think about if you're gonna travel solo. This is a non-gender specific video, so you can match either if you're a female and a male. I might do a female one video in the future someday because it is a bit of a different mindset. I have written a list so I can tell you. So first off, we have about safety. Safety is important. We want to feel safe when we travel. To be honest, from my own experiences, I feel more unsafe in Europe during night than I am doing in Asia. So it's kind of what you do, who you hang out with, if you hang out with anyone. It all depends on what you're doing, you know. Don't be stupid. Don't do stupid stuff, and it's the same with wherever you are in the world. It doesn't really matter. Don't do stupid stuff. If you want to feel safe, do things that feel safe for you. If you don't feel safe in the city, don't go out when it's dark. If you feel safe, then go out. It all depends on where you are. If I'm in a very big city in India, for an example, I feel less safe than when I'm out at night in Thailand. You know, it always depends on where you are. So listen to your own gut feeling, to your own body, what it says. Like, does this feel safe? Do I want to do this, or do I want to hang out in my dorm or in my hotel room or whatever you're living in? So that's tip number one regarding safety. Feel safe for you. Most people in the world are very friendly. It all depends on what you're doing and who you're hanging out with, you know. If you're gonna go to a hotel or a hostel or a dorm, usually the people that you're meeting there are friendly because, you know, most people in the world are friendly. We are usually fearful of doing things solo or travel solo or be alone, or because we don't trust ourselves usually enough. But if you just trust yourself and like, I can handle whatever situation that is coming to me if I'm just keeping my calm, and if I don't do stupid things, then I'm fine. I wrote in the list, most of our fears are illusions. And it's true, fears are mostly just in our mind. It's just an illusion. It's not the reality. When you are in that situation, it's not gonna be how you thought it was gonna be. And most things in the world are solvable. Fears are just a thing to keep us in the little box so we can behave. So the second tip that I have to say about traveling solo is, I wrote hostels here. So if you're gonna find a place to live, which you need to do if you're gonna travel, then I suggest you to look online. You know, that's mostly how people search for places to live. In some places in the world, it's more expensive online than it is in real life, in this reality here on Earth. Sometimes they, you know, earn more if the prices is higher online. And sometimes it's cheaper when you just go to the place, you know, so you need to kind of feel it out. It all depends on your standards, how you want to live. When I went to India, instead of looking online, for an example, I just asked around for a good hut, for a good place to live that had kitchen and it was cheap, and I found one for 300 rupees a night, which is very cheap. I even got it for cheaper. I don't know if they counted wrong or anything, but I got it for like 260 or something per night when I counted it afterwards of all the days that I stayed. Anyways, the point is that if you want to find something very cheap, it's possible to look around and to ask the locals, or to ask the people who works there, or just hang out in the place, who knows the place, because that's how you find cheaper places usually. Online is usually overcharged, and I think it's everywhere. Even if it's in Thailand, for an example, I can't get it cheaper even if I ask. Sometimes I can get a friendly price because they like me, you know, but usually it's the same price as online. Well, that was a big beetle just coming in. Ooh. Hi friend, it's so like the beetle, the beetle, when it's flying, it's so loud. Like I'm getting goosebumps. It's so loud when the beetle is flying. Anyway, check online to see if the prices is different, but if you want to try to find something very cheap, just ask around. The only thing you can get is a no, so it's just better to just ask to see what your chances are if you want to travel on a budget. Another thing regarding the point hostels or hotel rooms or dorms is that it's important to look at the bed quality. This has never happened to me, so I shouldn't say this, but I've heard people say this, and it's about bed bugs. I actually had a friend that was bitten by a bed bug in Bali a couple of years ago, and I met another girl a couple of weeks ago that also said that she's been bitten by bed bug. Or was it a guy? I don't remember if it was a guy or a girl. Maybe it was both. So this means that there's bugs in the beds in not all the places, of course. It all depends on where you go. But if you're like last minute booking, or you just take a random dorm or a random hostel, it's good to check the beds before you sleep in them. So you just lay in the bed for like 10 minutes and then you're gonna feel, so just feel that before you take a room. I don't want to scare people because that's very unusual. That's very unusual. Unusual. It's very unusual that happens. Mosquito nets are important. Mosquito nets. If you want to sleep peacefully, mosquito nets is important, especially if you're traveling in Asia or in like hot countries. Number 3, be organized. I've written number 3. That's how I keep my shit together. The more organized I am, the more I feel that I have my shit together. I think this is just a normal point for everyone in their lives. It's nice for me to know where all my stuff is because it's everything that I have. So I know where everything that I have is. It's easy for me to just take out one thing and I know exactly where it is, so it's easy to just travel around. This means everything. Be organized with your tickets, be organized with your passport, your money. Point number 4 is about money. So I have 2 cards, or I have like 4 cards, because if you only have one bank card with you when you're traveling, it can be a possibility that an ATM takes it from you. That has happened to me. After that, I was like, nope, that will never happen to me again. So I just brought 4. You can lose them, they can get stolen, or an ATM can take them. I think that an ATM takes them is like the most possibility that can happen. None of my thing has ever been stolen. It's mostly those ATMs. And when we talk about ATMs, it's also important to understand or to remember that every time you take out money, it's gonna charge you a certain percent of the money you take out. So it's best to take out as much money as possible a fewer times, so you have cash. Also, when you pay with the card, they can also have a percent of they take a percent when you pay with card. So cash is king. Cash is king. But regarding that, it's important to have your money on different places, so you don't have everything on the same place, because if something gets stolen, then you're gonna lose all your money, and that's not so good. So have it on different, like store it in different places in your bag or just wherever you're hiding it. That's a smart tip from moi, especially the extra bank card, because that was fun. The point number 5 about the tips I have regarding solo travel is be aware. When you're traveling solo, you are solo, so you don't have a companion or a friend or a partner or a family to kind of look after you, which means that you need to be aware of everything that is happening around you. And I'm not saying that you should live from a fearful state of mind, because that will just ruin your trip. You are safe. If you are gonna travel, I do believe that you're traveling for a reason, but think with your logical mind also. Don't just I'm gonna jump. Don't just do stupid things. Of course, do it if you want to. It's your life. Do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. But in my own opinion, I've noticed that it's important to think before you act. This is also with everything in life, in a way. Think before you act. Don't do stupid things. No one is gonna like take care of you, as I said. No one is really gonna care of you. Like, no one is really gonna care about you, I want to say, but it's not true. We meet people who we care about, of course, but it's like you need to be your own kind of best friend since you're alone. So you need to be your own best friend. That was deep. You have people around you when you're traveling. You have the opportunity to meet new friends. You will meet a lot of people. There's a lot of people traveling, so you will meet a lot of people. But if you keep on traveling alone, especially when you are like alone, you need to just be your own best friend, because sometimes you will not be able to socialize, or you won't be able to, or you won't want to, but either way it's important to be there for yourself. If you need someone to talk to, if you feel that you're completely alone, then we have beautiful opportunities to go out and just try to take contact with someone. You're here on traveling and they are too, so they are open-minded usually, most people, not everyone. And just try to make friends and take the first contact, because that's kind of how you need to do it if you are alone. And if you want to start something, it's good to take that first contact, but that's how action is made, right? Sometimes it can be a bit lonely, I shouldn't lie. Like, I can be a bit lonely, like something, it's so boring sometimes, because you laugh more when you're with people. I'm trying to entertain myself and do things that is laughable in my life, but you laugh more when you're with people. That's like a fact I've noticed. I can entertain myself, but it's not the same. Take that first contact if you want to socialize and have more fun and laugh. Such a big point for myself right now. I don't know why do you do this. Point number 6 is learn the language. This is funny. It's like I'm mocking myself. It's easier to communicate in the language that they are speaking where you are. So if you're gonna travel and be there for a while, it's a tip from me to myself also, apparently, to learn the language a bit more. Just they appreciate it, like the locals appreciate it. It's nice because you can communicate easier. Just easy things, you don't have to learn like the grammatic things. Learn like just some words that are used. So thank you, or hello, goodbye, or it was a pleasure meeting you, or how are you? I am good. Just having a basic conversation you don't need to learn complex words. You don't need to do anything, actually. You can do whatever fuck you want, because English people are talking English everywhere, kind of, not everywhere of course, but English is used. They're using English, but it's more polite and it's a bit respectful also to learn the language. It's a way of showing respect, and they will be happy because it shows that you care. The number 7 I have is respectful. Be respectful. Usually in different places in the world, there's a lot of religion here, and there's a lot of mixed religion. So think about what you're wearing, and this is both for men and women, I think. Like, be mindful if you're gonna go to a temple or a holy place or somewhere that is religious or spiritual. Follow what is respectful, because we want to show respect. We don't want to. It's their beliefs. It's their belief system, and we should respect what everyone is doing as a belief system, or what they believe in, faith that they have, because it's faith, it's divine. So even though in my opinion, religion has been misused in a lot of ways, but it's still divine, because it's still the faith and it's still the belief of something higher. Even though I have a lot of opinions about religion, it's still something that is divine, and if people find the divine or their higher self within that, then I 100%, I'm all down. It's okay. Like, you're human, I'm human. I respect you for what you believe in. Let's have a fun time, Opinions is just opinions. We don't need to be so serious about opinions. I think that's important. Why so serious about opinions? It's just your own perspective of what you have grown up with. Yeah, it's your belief, but it's like, beliefs can change. I mean, my beliefs have changed. I was an atheist for all my life until I met God. No, I'm joking. No, until I took acid or shrooms, acid and shrooms, and I started to feel have all of this crazy experiences, and I became more interested in religion and in India and in just seeing the world in a different way, and everything has changed. My life has changed since I started. I got my hands on psychedelics. So that's kind of why everything has changed a lot. Like I am a believer now. I'm a believer in something. We are not here just random. We are not here because we are just here and to suffer or to just do the thing. Like everyone here is divine. We have a soul. We have a soul mission. I believe in spirit guides. I feel them. I feel them in my presence. I feel people in my presence. And nature, I feel the earth. I feel that we are all one. Everyone is connected. I feel this connection to everyone. A lot of different people in the world. Like I can even feel the whole world sometimes. And I believe that everyone here is guided through nature in a way. When I was a kid, I was always spending time out in nature, and I felt that the trees were talking to me, and I was 9. You know, I've had like these feelings of I could talk or feel certain energies in certain rooms or location that feels like something bad has happened there, like someone has killed themselves there and stuff like that. And all of that, like I don't know what happened, but all of that was too scary for me. So I was just like, no, I'm gonna block everything of that out, and I'm gonna be an atheist. That was kind of my plan, my ego plan, my mind's plan. And then I get into, you know, psychedelics, and it's really opened my eyes again, and really like, wait a minute, all of these weird things that happened when you were a child, shouldn't you like remember back to all of this weird things, and like that we are dreaming and having dreams, and we can like meet people in our dreams, and we do stuff, and we work, and we solve things, and we fight, and we have peace and war, and everything is just like, what is happening, you know? Life. how did I went here? What happened? I have a list for a reason. What happened? Number 8. Keep your routine, or keep a routine, or start a routine. If you're gonna travel for a long time, at least, this is a point from me as a backpacker, I guess I am. I'm just free traveling around wherever I want to travel. I don't want to choose a term for me or a label, but it's fun in a way, because it's easier for the human mind to like, I'm a backpacker now, so that's what I'm gonna be. Humans are so funny. Keep a routine, food, training. Think about what you're eating, and don't stop training even though you're gonna travel. So I've stopped training, like I've been so lazy, and I've been eating very like not unhealthy food, but I haven't really thought about my nutrition, what nutrition I get into my body. Training or having some kind of routine will keep you balanced, will keep you grounded, and it will help you to just do your own business. Like it will just help you to feel more grounded. If you're gonna travel as like a vacation, then there's another thing. Like you don't have to train, of course, if you're on vacation. But if you're gonna do it as a lifestyle, it's still your life. So don't just give up your life because you're traveling. Keep on doing whatever you need to do to make yourself feel calm or balanced in whatever way or form that is for you. Because everyone has different things, right? But like, do your thing, but don't lose. Because sometimes everything can be a bit unorganized when you're traveling, right? Because everything is happening all the time. It depends on where you are and what you're doing, of course. In some places, like where I am right now, this is like a pause for me to re-evaluate my choices, I want to say. Re-evaluate my choices, sure. And also like see where I'm supposed to go and see where I'm supposed to do. Because I feel something is big is going to change soon. Time. And I just feel guided to be here and to organize before I take action again. We draw back arrow here. So we need to go back to the past before we can shoot it forward. That's kind of what I'm doing, feels like. Anyway, keep a routine if you want to feel balanced and grounded and organized, and like you have your shit together, like you can talk. Because apparently I I don't even know why I like had the idea to start making videos and talk, because I'm very bad at talking. I don't think about what I'm saying, and when I'm writing I usually think about what I'm writing, and when I'm talking I'm just talking and everything is just flowing, and it's just crazy because my it's just start at one point and then all of a sudden I'm completely different. Like I'm a completely different subject or anything, and it was not at all what I was gonna say. But that's my answer. Number 9, don't pack too much things. If you're gonna go and travel, wherever you go, it doesn't matter if you're gonna do it as a backpacker or as a lifestyle or just going on vacation or 2 weeks or a month or whatever. Don't pack too much things, because everything you need is here. Usually people want to shop. They want to do some little shopping and buy cheap things when they are in other places in the world. Not everyone, because sometimes we want to travel to places where we're not there for the shopping. Like Sweden, you don't go to Sweden to shop. Don't pack too much. Everything you need is already here, usually. Almost. Yeah, and when you pack too much, your bag is just too heavy, and that's annoying. If you're gonna backpack at least, you know, and if you have a backpack. Number 10, the point number 10 is take care of your papers, like have an extra copy of your flight ticket, have an extra copy of your passport, your visa, have it online on your email maybe, or on a hard drive or whatever, so you always have it in case you don't have internet, for an example, or in case something happens. If you lose your passport, it's not so fun. If you have a copy of your passport, it makes everything much more easier. Think about stuff like that, because you will feel more comfortable, instead of like, if shit happened, then it would be annoying and it would be probably harder than it could be. Get a SIM card when you arrive at the place you're arriving in. I don't suggest you to buy a SIM card at the airport, because they are usually overcharged. And by the way, don't take taxis from the airport right away. Don't do that. Don't take taxis from the people that is standing right outside in the airport, because they're overcharging you like 3 times. And the point number 11 is apps. So download good apps to your phone. Google Maps is my savior. Without Google Maps, I don't know. Download offline maps if you don't have internet or a SIM card or Wi-Fi. The internet and your phone is gonna save you when you travel, like big time. Your phone is your friend here. Your phone is your friend here. Don't lose it. Don't jinx it. That's everything that I have, my tips at the moment, at least in my travel here. I've been traveling for 6 months this year now. I was traveling 5 months last year. But I have a feeling I will keep on traveling for a while, for a good while. So I'm just gonna keep on flowing whatever is happening in my life, and I'm just flowing around, observing everything and just going with where I'm supposed to go, because it still doesn't really feel that I am not in charge. I've said that when I started this trip. I'm not in charge of this trip. The universe is in charge of this trip, so I just need to flow with whatever is happening. Everything is just gonna the road is gonna be shown to me when I'm traveling, and I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, and I'm going through exactly the things that I'm supposed to go through, and everything is very magical, and I'm just very happy that I can travel like this. If you have the opportunity to travel, you don't have to do it 6 months, but I suggest you to if you want to and have the opportunity to, because you really learn about other people, about yourself. You grow as a person, you grow as a human being, and you're getting more sure of yourself because you're actually doing it alone. You're getting more confidence because you are doing it alone. You know, you're out in the sun. The sun is amazing if you're wanting to go to a place where it's sun, obviously. Some people want maybe to go to another cold, like another place that's not sunny. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching this video and me talking about shit. And I'm sorry if I've just started to rabble around there. I don't know what happened, but it's just how I do things and how I talk, and I can't control how I talk, and I just let it flow. That's how it is. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe to this channel if you want to see more from me and when I'm doing the things that I'm doing. Bye. Have a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. I'm trying to flirt. Oh, my ass hurts.